had the green light to sling it last week. Over 450 yards passing. It's the Jags and the Jets. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
And full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Again, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. ETN is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy lift come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go play action now.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. Got his hands caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point, right goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. So he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they're getting to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars' 1st down as he brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit, cutting passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. Little short passes, so they can drive someone after the catch. Nothing doing on that one.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Play action. It's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This is 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and another field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game.
Over the middle, there's a diving catch. Catch number 40 for him on the year. it's a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll give the ball running right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to Hall. Full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Wilson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first count's good for 14 there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the second and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jonnu Smith. 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground. ETN has some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, but they're down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. We've seen him catch a few passes on the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 13-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Back to the ground with ETN. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
And they'll go again with ETN. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. ETN up the middle. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag is forcing the field goal. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. The Jets at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking run there as they take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. Throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Wilson. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time. While they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first.
A good pick up there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, this list is sound. He was open. Not extraordinary open, but enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? It's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in the big way.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man on the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards.
Chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. right side is Ingram. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
Toss left side for ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because he had so much shadow along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Hall again. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. On second down, here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.